EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His team in the win column for the first time with their victory a week ago. On the other sideline, it is the Bears head coach, Ben Johnson. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, they say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So that's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out, and I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
His kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end.
And he will score. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. For Burden, that is his first touchdown in the NFL. Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to have the first down. Mark them at the 45 and move the chains.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboy first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Dallas first down. Back to throw is Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And he will get into the end zone. Turpin, touchdown Dallas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Auburn, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass is caught, that's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the RPO, the toss to Burton.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now screen set up for Blue. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Dak to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Again, Prescott to the air. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time to Lamb in this one, and it's a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott again. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To the air again. Prescott. That one swung out to Blue. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Now going to get a stoppage. Injured player. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Osa Odigizua. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Escaping to his left. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys 9.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
D was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
That's to Ferguson once again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll tuck it and take off.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Now Williams. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. D.J. Moore. Touchdown Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Poston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Poston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good fit because remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball.
In trouble, and down he goes. Brady Jarrett getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that 1st down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
Here we go. On 2nd down, it's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
And another great throw right there, Mike, and when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this 1st half. His ability to spread the ball around, take with the defense.
To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What is that? On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First down. Press. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Needing the tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Cowboys 1st down. Quieter call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Yeah, here we go. Play fake. Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this.
And this is blocked. Look at him go. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Great throws and the momentum swings they get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, The 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll run it with Williams. Has some room inside the 30. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Now, give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught! Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift, and he'll be taken down up around the 42-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down. From the 32 now is 1st and 10.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a third down and 4.
What is it?
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to run for it.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll go for it. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Donovan Izaraku. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
What is up?
Throwing on second down, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To return, it is Turpin. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job of getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. Throwing is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here we go. They'll throw again. Dak. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Third and a yard. Prescott again. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Prescott to throw it on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Williams trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
Yeah! There we go!
One more time for Williams. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bears offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Throw across his body is complete, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll swing this out to Swift. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Rolling right, they try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
That's good for our Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos on for the field goal.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Rams. This is a rematch of that Snow Globe playoff game from last year. And this is the LA defense coming up with the big play. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Titans get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play this video game. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer. closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes.
It's a game.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. Finding space at the 15. And he will score! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. His first touchdown of the new campaign. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
Well, we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Prescott. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
What is up?
Throwing is Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. A play fake. Now Williams gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will score again. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Now give up the middle. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cowboys.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially is why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Back to throw is Prescott. Back into the hands of Turpin. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Dak to throw. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 13-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one online. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Duvernay on the return. Ooh. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end Komet is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That complete to Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Down to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Swift. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Yeah, here we go.
Play fake. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Pistol now for Prescott. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. We try again, it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Williams.
the Cowboys 43.
They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out? They just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover And it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Offense retains possession.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Cross right side to the tight end Komet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Michael, we talked about burst. That's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are going to extend their lead.
Bears 51, Cowboys 41.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field.
Here we go, boys.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's down. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. The ball comes out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Here's Swift. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from 34 yards. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. Here's First and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Blue. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need has to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Scott again. Left side, punt by Lamb. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Again, Prescott to the air. Swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
Prescott sacked. A loss of 2 yards.
3rd and goal for Prescott. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.